majority, if half of the males is missing, it's to the population of jails and death, like I said before. You ain't going, like, any other reason, I mean, them being, doing what they want to do and not seeing their kid, I don't honor that, so I don't really...
You know what I mean? And our parents wasn't raised all that. They was raised in poverty. They was raised in all the bling, and it was our parents that was raised into all that. You know what I mean? Then that generation started popping them teens out early, when they was teenagers and all that. Then them teens started popping them out early. So our generations got bunched in together.
So we have created a generation, actually 2 or 3 of them, who never knew what it was like to have your mother and father come in and kiss you good night. They don't see that. And I'm not saying that they don't love their children. It's just that the way you love your children, and I found that out the hard way. Yeah, Hakeem Crawford told me that. It's their perception of how you love them. In my day, it was, you know what, we might have been, we weren't even poor. We weren't poor, we were, okay, that's all there is to it. But we knew that when we got home, somebody was there. Either my grandmother or my grandmother's mother was there for me. They don't know what they're going to find out when they roll into homes.
I always say that I love my father more because he was an absent parent. And my mother was a disciplined action. She was the man and the mom and the dad in the home. So whenever I saw my dad, don't get me wrong, my dad came to Delaware. You know, when he was in Delaware, he saw us. But like she was talking about, a 15-minute visit to a child is the most exciting thing. But as I'm growing up, I'm like, my dad wasn't there for me.
But just like
and I hated him for it for a very, very long time. I had to come to grip with that, saying that the issue that me and my dad had wasn't really with me and my dad. My issue was with my mother and my dad. Them two couldn't come to an agreement. So because them two couldn't come to agreement just to stay in the sight of each other, they didn't have to talk. To stay in the sight to transfer one child to a car and then put the other, because they couldn't. I missed out on having 2 parents.
If you have a baby and you're together, it's a partnership, and it takes the strength of a mother, but it takes the strength of the father, but the love of a mother to raise a child, raise a great child, a good person. But if you don't have both there, not all the time, but most of the time, the child will be mentally unbalanced.
Wow. I understand it now. I understand why my dad wasn't there, and I understand why my mom wasn't there. But is it right? No, it's not. Because I don't care if you have 16 kids. If you can't be there and give the same amount of your children the same amount of time together, stop making them.
That's why you see a lot of people having kids, because they need that essence of like somebody really wants them and needs them in their life, and they never really had that except when their mom was there. But once their moms go, they lose all that sense of like love.
It's never told to you that that guy's gonna stay with you just because he got you pregnant. So yes, is it stupid to keep on laying down with him? Yes, but you try to keep hope
alive.
And you still love the person. If you're not in love with that person, no, you wouldn't be giving the body back up to that person. But you still in love and you still hoping and thinking, instead of just going out there getting somebody else that can just change. When they start sleeping back with the mother, then all of a sudden it's visitations. You see them with their kids or whatever the case may be. And it puts the mother in an awkward situation because you feel like, my kids don't get to know their dad unless we're laying up. Then you feel like I can't move on because I'm not going to mess with this person and that one. And then they get you pregnant again. So now you're on to your third child, and it's just a mess. So you can't make it. The difference between the father and the dad is all the mentality. And sometimes the females just take what they can take because they want the father figure in their lives, and you don't want to bring home Joe Blow and don't know if he's going to beat you up in front of your kids. And so sometimes us as women, we tolerate more stuff dealing with the little boys just being dads.
I wasn't there because the mom didn't want me there. That's why I wasn't there. You know what I mean? Mom wanted to be a player too.
Delaware makes it easy for men of age to be boys when it comes down to child support. you can go to court and you can get the minimum amount of child support, less than a welfare check, and this person gets a weekly income. So when the state is sitting up there and not forcing the issue for you to be a father, of course there's going to be a lot of other people trying to just be dads, just somebody be able to claim and say, I got a child. But
his mom had a lot to do with that, for not letting me see him and let me take him and all that. His mom had a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? I used to call and want to take the boy fishing and do this. He ain't going nowhere with you, with the mom, you know what I mean? So, and...
I love you. Okay. She's my sister, raised in 2 different homes. So she said, I love my dad to death. Didn't raise me. I'm a child who sat there and watched my mom not go to work because she had a court hearing for child support. I'm a child who watched my mom get on the telephone to my father's mother and say his kids wouldn't talk to him and know that she got hung up on. I am a child that her father came and got her one summer. Did I know my father? I love my father. And I can honestly say now that